I've been a passionate sim racer for over 10 years and I'm also studying psychotherapy, and this is one of my most fun sim racing psychology videos to date, and it's had the biggest impact on my own driving, especially when trying to race against the best. One of the biggest breakthroughs I've ever had wasn't a new wheel or some magic setup, it was turning off the delta bar, and the science behind why this worked is actually super interesting. I realized I was glancing at it mid-corner, desperate for instant feedback on whether I was up or down on my lap time, and analyzing that while trying to nail an apex. That's the worst possible time to process that kind of information. It split my attention, slowed my reactions, and made me less consistent. And that's when I learned about something called quiet eye theory, a skill that elite athletes, fighter pilots, and world-class drivers use to stay laser focused when it matters most. And in sim racing, it can make the difference between hitting every apex and throwing away a perfect lap. So what is quiet eye? Sports scientists have found that elite performers all share one thing. In the final second before they make a critical movement, they lock their gaze on one exact spot. No darting eyes, no scanning around, no glancing at distractions, just a still, fixed gaze on one visual cue that matters most for that action. In golf, it's the back of the ball. In shooting, the bullseye. And in sim racing, it's the reference point that sets up your entire corner, your braking point, your turn-in, your apex, and your exit. That final, quiet gaze allows your brain to process exactly what's coming and prepare your body to react with precision. Now, before I highlight the exact problem to you, let's try this quiet eye technique. Focus your eye in the center of the screen. Now gently, slowly drop it down, down, down until it hits the subscribe button. If you hit it, I guarantee you're more likely to hit your next apex. But in all seriousness, if you do enjoy these videos, don't be afraid to subscribe, as that way you'll be able to catch up with ones that come out in the future and catch up on ones that are in the past. And basically, I'd love to have you around, so thank you. Right, the problem. Noisy eyes. Most drivers, especially under pressure, have what's called a noisy eye. They flick their attention between 3, 4, 5 different things in that second before acting. I'll put my hand up here. You're checking the relative, the standings, your mirror, your relative, back to your delta bar, the track. There's so many different things going on, and God, you're giving your brain a hard time. So in sim racing, that means glancing in the mirror, checking your delta, looking at the brake marker, and then finally, the apex. Your brain cannot prioritize this all at once. It's like trying to type an important message while switching between 3 keyboards. You will be slower and less accurate. So what does the quiet eye in action really look like? So 4 steps for sim racing. Step 1, lock onto your braking marker early. Before you're anywhere near the braking zone, identify your marker. Maybe it's the 100 board, the start of a curb, a specific crack on the track surface. Your quiet eye starts here. Keep your focus fixed on it for the final second before braking. Your peripheral vision will still catch your mirrors and your rivals, but your main attention is locked. This is critical. Step 2, shift smoothly to the turn-in point. As you release your peak pressure and approach the corner, smoothly move your gaze to the turn-in point. Peripheral vision is still keeping track of your braking reference, so you know exactly when to commit, but your main focus is already on the next job. Most drivers stay on the brake marker too long and end up turning in late, costing time. Step 3, transition early to the apex. Before you even start turning in, lock your eyes on the apex. Your hands and feet will naturally sync with your eyes. If you delay this shift, you'll either clip the curb too early or miss it entirely. Again, your peripheral vision still tracks your turn-in point, but your quiet eye is still glued to that apex. And lastly, step 4, lead your vision to the exit. Halfway through the corner, shift your eyes to the exit. Ideally at the end of the curb or a marker on the outside of the track edge. Keep that exit in focus while letting your peripheral vision confirm you're hitting that apex and no one's attacking. This tells your brain when to unwind the wheel, hit the power so you can carry max speed without hesitation. So why does this work? So the quiet eye isn't magic, it's neuroscience. Your eyes feed your brain the data it needs to predict what happens next. The steadier and earlier that data comes in, the faster and cleaner your response. So when I started applying this in sim racing, my braking became more consistent, my corner entry smoother, and my exits faster. Heck, even my I rating is at the highest it's ever been. It wasn't talent, it was control over where I looked and when. So training your quiet eye. In practice, 1, pick a corner and deliberately go through these 4 visual shifts every lap until it's second nature. Use cockpit cam with minimal heads-up displays or overlays or anything like that to cut distractions, and in races, consciously fight the urge to check mirrors mid-corner. Do it only at set points on the straight. The quiet eye is a small change, but in sim racing, small changes separate good from really, really good. The quiet eye is a small shift in where you look, but a massive shift in how you perform. In psychotherapy, we say awareness isn't just the first step, it's the moment change becomes possible. So start today. Every lap, choose exactly what you see, because the more intentional you are with your focus, the more control you'll have over your results. Master that and you won't just be faster, you'll be more confident, calmer, and ready when the pressure's on. If this helped you, subscribe now for more mental upgrades to your sim racing game. Embarrassingly, this took me 10 years to figure this out, and you learned it in just under 7 minutes.